One of the most frustrating things you experience in the relationship with the narcissist is trying to conduct a conversation with them, especially if you're questioning them or confronting them on their behavior. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and in this video, I'm going to discuss the narcissist and word salad. So, word salad is a manipulative form of gaslighting used by the narcissist so that you end up questioning yourself rather than question them. This is done through circular conversations, repetition, generalizations, and lack of logic. It's done to create confusion for you. It can include blame shifting, denial, shaming, and aggression. If you have ever tried to resolve an issue with a narcissist, you know how exhausting this is. This is because you and the narcissist have completely different goals. You are trying to come up with solutions. You want something resolved. The narcissist is not interested in resolution. Any confrontation, no matter how gently and calmly you try to present it, is going to be seen by the narcissist as a challenge to their control. The narcissist sees every interaction that they have with you and everyone else as a competition that they must win at any cost. Your objection to their behavior challenges their need for control over you, and they will look for ways to exert that control either overtly or covertly. Now, the malignant narcissist, if you confront them, they are likely to become angry, fly into a rage, and become verbally abusive or sometimes physically abusive as well. The covert narcissist is more likely to employ the use of word salad. Now, keep in mind that even covert narcissists who tend to be more passive-aggressive and they rely on playing the victim, they can also fly into a narcissistic rage of verbal, mental, and even physical abuse, especially if they feel threatened or you have knowingly or unknowingly inflicted a narc injury. So here's some examples of the narcissist using word salad. So suppose you tell the narcissist that something they did or said made you feel disrespected. The narcissist says, "Disrespected? Do you remember when you were late for our dinner last year when I was meeting with important clients and wanted you there supporting me? How do you think I felt? You embarrassed me in front of my clients. I had to explain your lateness to them. That was you disrespecting me. That was you showing no concern for me. You know how much that hurt me? I was trying to have a nice dinner, and I was considerate enough to invite you, and you couldn't even show up on time. How do you think that made me feel? I felt disrespected by you. You're always disrespecting me, and you could care less. You've never shown any remorse, never apologized to me or my guests. What kind of person does that?" See what just happened? The narcissist has now successfully turned the tables on you, and now you're scrambling to explain. "I was stuck in traffic. Remember, there was an accident on the highway. I called you to let you know what was happening. I apologized to everyone, including you, once I arrived, and I was only 15 minutes late." And now the narc says, "Oh, so now you're excusing yourself. That's not an apology. Your time is obviously more important than anyone else's time. You only think of yourself." And before you know it, you're apologizing to the narcissist. So how about this example? So you tell the narcissist, "You know, when we were arguing and you yelled harsh words at me and threatened the relationship, that really hurt me. So let's just agree to never threaten the relationship just because we're arguing." And the narcissist says, "I can't help it that you're so sensitive and insecure. You want me to censor myself now? What about what you said that made me so angry? Do you think I like having to raise my voice to get you to hear me, to get you to listen? You think what I said was harsh? You haven't seen harsh. What about what you said? You know what? You like to argue with me. You intentionally start fights with me, then you can't take it when I respond like any normal person would when they're being attacked. I'm not responsible for your hurt feelings when you brought it on yourself. Now you want to make me the bad guy when you started all this." And again, you try to respond. Your head's going, "What?" and you're trying to say something back, and the narcissist says, "You know what, I'm not arguing with you anymore," and leaves the room. And now you're left spinning in your mind. What just happened? You never, ever ended up discussing what you wanted to discuss. Instead, now you're defending yourself. You're wondering if the problem is really you. Nothing gets resolved, and you may not even want to bring up the subject again. You're exhausted. So what happened was the narcissist just used an entire arsenal of word salad to avoid taking any responsibility, to avoid accountability, and to control both you and the conversation. So out of their little toolbox, they just pulled out deflection, projection, revision of history, circular conversation, lack of logic, generalizations, blame shifting, gaslighting, shaming, and denial. Check out those examples again. You'll see every one of those. So the narcissist in their mind is always right. So any objection or challenge to their rightness causes the narcissist to have to prove you wrong. Remember, they don't have discussions for the purpose of resolving differences. It's a competition you're unaware of, but it is a competition, and one that they must win at all cost. The narcissist will literally choose being, quote, right over being happy. There is no agreeing to disagree with them. So how do you handle this word salad when you're conversing with a narcissist? Well, you could try ignoring what the narcissist spews back at you. Just don't react to the word salad. And when they're done, just restate your original question or your original concern. Keep doing that until you get an actual response to what you said. You can also step back and say, you're ending the conversation for now. You're going to wait until they can speak calmly and focus on the issue that you've presented. What will not work is trying to continue a circular conversation that will never resolve. Okay, and personally, I tried these tactics. And even beyond that, I wrote emails to my own husband, and I'm living in the house with him, right? But I'm writing emails to him. I was thinking that if I wrote out what I was trying to convey, well, one, he couldn't interrupt me and I could just get all of my thoughts out. And if I could put that in writing, that he would somehow understand what I was trying to say. It didn't work. Not even once. Remember, the narcissist will not change. They are incapable of admitting guilt. To do so would shatter their extremely fragile ego and facade. Disengaging from the conversation and ultimately from the narcissist is really the only way. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen, and may you all have a blessed day.